Good Monday morning. Brazil in turmoil after rioters storm its capital.
Echoes of the insurrection in Washington, D.C. 2 years ago. So what happens next? It is January 9th. This is Today. Chaos and clashes. Thousands of supporters of Brazil's ousted far-right president tearing through Congress, the Supreme Court, and other government offices, fueled by false claims the election was stolen. A scene eerily similar to January 6th. The country's new leader vowing to punish anyone who took part in the insurrection. We're live with complete coverage. Biden at the border. The president makes his first visit there since taking office. What he's saying about how to address the flood of migrants, and critics saying it is too little, too late. Wild weather. Parts of the East Coast waking up to snow, while out west, tens of millions brace for yet another round of heavy rain, high winds, and catastrophic flooding. Al has the full forecast. Back on campus, students at the University of Idaho returning to school for the first time since an arrest in the brutal murders of 4 classmates. And this morning, the sister of one of the victims now speaking out.
The relief that we all felt having a suspect in custody was, it was like, I can't even describe it.
We'll have the very latest as the suspect heads back to court this week. Those stories, plus burning bridges. Overnight, new claims from Prince Harry's memoir and media blitz.
Do you speak to your dad?
We haven't spoken for quite a while. No, not recently.
And why he's still hopeful for reconciliation. We'll go live to Buckingham Palace. And storybook start.
Breaking a tackle and taking it past midfield, and down the sideline he goes.
Playing for the first time since Damar Hamlin's collapse, the Buffalo Bills returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Their teammate watching and reacting from his hospital bed as teams across the league show their support for him. And on Sunday night, Detroit plays spoiler.
Williams into the end zone. The Lions retake the lead.
Defeating Green Bay to keep the Packers out of the playoffs. A wild and emotional end to the regular season. Today, Monday, January 9th, 2023.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today. Nice to have you along on a Monday morning. If you were writing a Hollywood script and you said, and when the football team, the Bills, come back for their first game, they're going to score right off of the kickoff, you'd say it's not believable.
Well, you know what? They called it storybook, and it was.
Yeah.
The initial kickoff all the way down, they say the fans exploded. They deserved that.
It was incredible. What a moment. Lots of good news to report on Damar Hamlin. We've got a lot of other stories, including the country bracing for more severe weather today. Out west, it's another round of heavy rainfall on tap in the very same areas that have already experienced historic flooding and power outages over the last few days. They do not need it. Al is tracking that for us.
Also this morning, the House getting back to work after that contentious battle over Kevin McCarthy's election as House Speaker. We're going to break down what's on their agenda and if the party will be able to move forward.
But we'll begin this morning with officials here in the U.S. and around the world condemning that attack on Brazil's capital by people protesting the results of their recent presidential election. Hundreds of rioters arrested. The image is striking and scenes eerily reminiscent of January 6th and what happened with this country. NBC's Sam Brock joins us with more now. Sam, good morning.
Yeah, Savannah, Hoda, good morning. It is quiet right now outside of the Brazilian consulate here in Miami as Bolsonaro reportedly flew to Orlando weeks ago, back in December. Now, Brazilian officials overnight announced they have arrested more than 400 people so far, a figure that is likely to rise. This, as they emphasize right now, that we have a situation in that capital that was out of control for a period of time. The biggest difference with haunting similarities to January 6th, perhaps, guys, the fact that we had no lawmakers inside as thousands ravaged those government buildings.
The incredible scenes unfolding in Brazil's capital Sunday. Thousands of protesters confronting police, wielding makeshift weapons, smashing windows, storming Brazil's Congress, presidential palace, and Supreme Court. All of it eerily similar to one of the ugliest chapters in American history, the January 6th attacks. The protesters claiming the October election that saw left-leaning former president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, or just Lula, barely defeat right-wing incumbent Jair Bolsonaro, was rigged. It's a claim Bolsonaro had been making for months without evidence. Lula promising to punish the demonstrators, calling them fascists, and saying they did something that wasn't ever done in the history of this country. Overnight, Lula arriving at the presidential palace to assess the damage. Federal police were deploying tear gas and flashbangs well into the night. Officials say more than 400 people have already been arrested. Those who follow Brazilian politics say this felt almost inevitable.
Since January 6th, how much concern has there been in Brazil that something like that could happen?
A lot, because Bolsonaro is a major fan of Trump. Trump is his idol.
The protesters have received support from some Trump allies, including former aide Steve Bannon, who posted about it on social media, calling them freedom fighters. Bannon was involved in the president's attempt to overturn the 2020 election and even predicted the chaos one day before the Capitol riots.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow.
Meanwhile, global leaders quickly condemning the violent behavior in Brazil, with President Biden calling it an assault on democracy and tweeting, "Brazil's democratic institutions have our full support and the will of the Brazilian people must not be undermined." Bolsonaro reportedly in Orlando since December, reacting to the riots on social media, tweeting, "Invasions of public buildings are outside the law."
You mentioned, Sam, that he's in Florida. Are there potential consequences for him here?
Right. He is reportedly in Orlando right now, Savannah. We know that Bolsonaro is the subject of several criminal probes at the moment. Now, the fact that he's no longer the sitting president does reduce a good deal of legal protection that he had. But U.S. lawmakers right now, Savannah, are demanding, some of them, that the U.S. not provide refuge to this man. There is an extradition deal that the U.S. has with Brazil. But how it would be applied in this case is not exactly clear. But certainly, Brazil would have to request that extradition. Savannah?
All right, a lot of moving parts there, Sam. Thank you.